The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
I love gold!
Welcome everybody to the newest edition of Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard. I am your host, the only host. Psych, am I the main host, Howard, and you're the co-host?
I'm not interested in the responsibilities that come with a main host position, so certainly.
I think of us as equal.
Separate but equal.
Oh, God. Do you want to get us canceled in the first 30 seconds of an intro?
That is kind of a bad reference, I guess. I forgot history.
Anyways, I am Franklin. You are my class act Uncle Howard. This is Pillow Talk, the only podcast recorded live from a king-size bed in beautiful Tampa, Florida today is where we're hailing from. The mobile studio of a house.
We are
traveling.
We are on a house on stilts on chicken legs like Baba Yaga of Russian myth, and we have traveled to Tampa today, and it's a beautiful scene. I'm happy to be here. I'm sorry I ever called it Tampon, Florida.
I believe the citizens call it the residents are tampons. Is what they call themselves. We were like in an AT-AT, an Imperial Walker, an all-terrain armored transport. Didn't have to look that up. Yeah, it's AT-AT, or the Mars Attacks. AT-AT. Come on, man.
Mars Attacks beat Star Wars.
When?
Well, how did they make it to Earth before Star Wars ever did?
Oh my God. Is that the ending for episode 9?
Episode 9, they crash land on Earth.
We are like the most primitive motherfuckers they would ever find.
It's this big traumatic crash, and the Millennium Falcon lands, and Chewbacca, dazed, opens the hatch, and he looks out, and he's in New York City, right when Loki's forces are invading New York.
No. We cannot be merging universes like this, Howard.
Well,
we can't.
How else do you think they're gonna stop Thanos?
That's a good question. I mean, Thanos is smart. He didn't go to New York. He sent a couple goons to New York. He knew that much.
Yeah, he knows what happens when you mess with New Yorkers.
You mess with David Bixenspan.
You're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, that as well. Howard, you are Miata Guy for you. I'm Bug TV Franklin on Twitter. I forgot to mention that earlier. We're going to work on this. We'll have a steady intro like those other smart podcasts.
Yeah. Like virtual pros.
What we lack in the traditional sense of the Doughboys, we make up for it by not including Rosa Parks in our introduction. So you're welcome on that end.
We're not one of those big money corporate podcasts like Doughboys out there taking money from Halliburton and Northrop Grumman. We're just little guys out on the street just fighting for the everyday common man like all of you folks.
That's right. It's the fans who make us. We're no different than you, except, slightly superior. Slightly.
We're smarter and look better, but
we are smarter. But overall, like you said, our audience is very well spoken.
Very well spoken, surprisingly so, and they're like tremendous athletes.
They're like Jason Biggs, American Pie Roman numeral 1.
The best one.
And speaking of fine cinema, we have a tradition in Pillow Talk. We do this live from the king-size bed that we share and sleep in every night. And every night we pick a movie before going to bed. And Howard, what's going to be your film of choice today?
Well, what a coincidence that we mentioned American Pie, as we so seldom do on this show, because the film that I've picked stars the great Eddie K. Thomas, who you might know as Paul Finch.
Oh, he had a battle rap with Jason Biggs on TBS's battle rap show.
Now that must have been cool.
Have you seen it?
No, but
You seen the commercial?
I have seen the commercials.
Or he's like, I'm gonna say something, and you know I mean it. You owe my whole career. You owe your whole career to my penis. That was Jason Biggs. That's a burn. That's a battle rap. That's when the kid falls back. I don't see color when the kid falls back, and everybody's like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah, he just like stops and stares at the camera like he's frozen in time, and everyone else is like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you also might remember Eddie K. Thomas as Freddy's brother in Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh, I actually never saw that movie, so this is really good that we're getting to do this.
Well, unfortunately, we're not getting to see that movie tonight either, because the movie that I've picked is called Dirty Love, starring the United States Surgeon General, Jenny McCarthy.
Now she's smart.
Now she is brains and beauty. She's informed a lot of the decisions of how I've raised several people's children.
What about your son?
My son, we'll get into him later. This movie also. What if I told you there was another babe besides Jenny McCarthy in it?
Okay, who else could it be? Give me a clue.
Let's just say she's positively electrifying.
Okay, easy. You said positively.
Yeah.
It's like Positively Paige. You're talking about Kimberly Page or the Nitro Girls from WCW.
Oh, that's a good guess, but I was actually talking about Elektra from ECW.
You weren't talking about Ben Affleck's ex-wife, were you?
Yeah, I was talking about
Who played Elektra?
former Mrs. Elektra herself.
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Carmen Elektra. Do you know who else is in this movie besides Eddie K. Thomas, Jenny McCarthy, and Carmen Electra? What if I told you it was your favorite musician, your John Lennon, your Elvis Presley, Derek Whibley?
Derek Whibley, no way. So this is why he's dating Paris, though. Paris Hilton, for those that don't know.
Yeah, that's right. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. He never got fat. That was distortion somebody made, and it's a mean joke. It's a mean joke to post that photo of fat Derek Whibley, or how's it say, Whibley?
Whibley.
It's mean to post fat Derek Whibley because it never happened, and it's meaner to compare him to the little creepy guy in Captain America, the little man who talks like that.
The Baron Zemo.
I had to take your word for it, you fucking nerd.
I don't know. That's not Baron Zemo. I forget his name. Zydrunas
He's a little one.
Ilgauskas.
Okay, don't make fun of Zydrunas Ilgauskas on this show, okay? Heat legend, okay? So this sounds like a great movie.
A fantastic movie.
You got Carmen Electra and Jennifer McCarthy. Is there a knowing nod? Like, hey, am I gonna replace you here or something? Like a little nod like that?
Well, there are some pretty good nods in there, but more importantly is the fact that enemy of the show Roger Ebert gave it 0 stars.
Oh wow! Enemy of the show Roger Ebert, who said, friends don't let jackasses drive drunk. Moments after Ryan Dunn died, mysteriously. From moments we don't know.
A classless man, and what's more insulting about it all is that he's sitting pretty on his throne of gold right now. This Roger Ebert just laughing at us all.
I don't know how Roger Ebert's doing necessarily, but to insult Ryan Dunn like that, I thought it was pretty messed up. We never found out who killed Ryan Dunn either.
I have to think it's probably the same guy who killed Carol Channing and John McCain.
The same guy who's making jokes here, maybe. I don't know if Roger Ebert is, if he has time to make jokes, he has time to perhaps make it look like Ryan Dunn was drinking too much and died that way. I don't know.
He obviously thinks the life of another human is a joke.
Wow. Well, you know what? No joke here. Luke Perry has been compromised
to a permanent
end. And our heart goes out to him and his surviving family, the Jungle Boy.
And Katy Perry.
And Katy Perry, what were they, an item?
Well, they had the same last name, so they must have been
That's
married.
true. Sorry, I'm a dum-dum tonight, guys. I'm a total dum-dum.
You haven't taken your alpha brain.
I gotta take my alpha brain. I got a peewee brain right now. You know why I don't have enough blood flow right now? Because my movie is called The Sweetest Thing. And what's sweeter than three hot babes on a cover? You got Cameron Diaz, Selma Blair, and Christina Applegate.
No, that's
Hello.
what I call a triple threat.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie yet. That's
No
a
one
shoot
has.
Right there. Not many. Few have actually. And I'm gonna be one of the first. And we might have to put up a barricade. All I remember there's one scene with Selma Blair and she's wearing panties according to the DVD menu. She gets dumped in the beginning, and then they take her on a road trip. And, this movie probably exploits horn dogs like me, so I don't know if I'm going to care too much for this.
This movie has one of the most bonkers casts I've ever seen. You've got your three aforementioned leading ladies, but then you've also got Thomas Jane, Frank Grillo, both of whom have played the Punisher. You have...
You're right. Wait, why are there two Punishers in The Sweetest Thing? Is that the cover here?
This is Thanos' doing! He killed all the life in the universe, but he created double the Punishers.
Double the Punisher.
To help crack down on even more life.
Man, the world doesn't need... Bugman sent me a meme this morning. You had a falling out with the Bugman?
Oh, I've had some bad meme experiences lately. I've got a PTSD associated with memes.
So he sent me a meme of Thomas Holland, the Spider-Man.
Oh, the little New Yorker.
The little New Yorker. It's like, where are you from? Queens. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn. That's Civil War.
Now that's cool.
The bad Civil War, not the good one.
No.
I mean, wait, there's no good Civil War movies. It's the good Civil War.
I
don't know.
There was a good Civil War movie. It was called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Thank you. Actually, that's a big central point to the Bugman is he always promotes that he lives in a mall, and the first movie he saw when he moved there was Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Fantastic
film. So he sent me a meme of Thomas Holland looking very thick and Brie Larson with a flat butt. So you see Thomas Holland's butt on one side looking very curvy and Brie Larson flat as a surfboard, and it says, "This is the imbalance Thanos wanted to correct." And yeah, it's pretty good. I'll send it to you later. Actually, I'm sorry I didn't do it earlier, but it was confusing to say the least. I mean,
maybe Tom Holland has the power of the X-Men's Rogue, where he touches people and absorbs their power.
I don't think Brie Larson ever had an ass. And
because Tom Holland has been leeching off of her ass for his own purposes all this time.
I don't want to get controversial, but she is very. I mean, I have no issue with her. She took Ali Sykes' role, but she's a white woman, and I don't mean to be that guy. That stereotypical '90s comic. White women have no booty. No, but he's got it where it counts, and she doesn't. It's up to her to step it up. That's all. How about I leave it at that?
Let's just agree that Brie Larson is Becky with the good hair.
Wow, yeah. I guess she is. And you know what? I really am tempted to do a live pillow talk with both of us watching Captain Marvel from the theater. If the Doughboys can do something similar, why can't we?
Yeah, they can do it from the cockpit of a 747 flying to Siberia. I think we can probably do a live Captain Marvel on a Tuesday afternoon.
On a Tuesday afternoon, theater speakers blasting, me and you watching Captain Marvel, making history, history.
It probably won't be the first time we'll have seen it, because I know we've both got opening night tickets.
We do, strictly for Stan Lee.
Yeah, we're going to be there for Stan. We stand for Stan Lee. Hashtag that one. And we'll be there. And there's another thing I can't get enough of in every superhero movie, and that's the quips.
The quips. Oh, my God. There's going to be some fun 90s quips in that movie. Huh? Like, hey, Nice mullet there, pal. Hey, where's your fanny pack? You know?
She's gonna say something like, "Hey, I'm not a Barbie girl in a Barbie world."
He's gonna be like, okay, yeah, I ran out. I forgot the time period.
The Venga bus is coming.
The Venga bus is coming. Thank God you're so much older than I am. You were old as dirt. You had your birthday.
I did.
You know?
I was my 931st birthday.
You've been around. You've been around the block.
Call me the Beach Boys, because I get around.
You do get around. Anyways, Howard, you know, we always say it's the fans who make our show, and this has been, I don't know why we ever said that, because now we get questions every week from them, you know? And it's a burden, but we have to answer them.
It's a burden and a privilege.
It is, because it's the fans who make us.
The fans come first.
The Doughboys would probably would make you pay. You know, I shouldn't badmouth them. They're making money, dude. Like, I want their money. How can we get their money?
Well, I guess the same way they get everyone else's money by being jerks.
Hey, that's about right.
Yeah,
that's about right. Yeah, you got the Fenway fanatic, and you got the guy who's right now cursing LeBron. So you know, two bad apples as far as I'm concerned. There.
That's where I see it too.
Yeah. Anyways, so the first question. I almost want to skip it. Ever limos? Ever been in one? That's by Cat Dishner. Cat Dishner. You know, Cat Dishner. You know. I got a few things up my sleeves. So you really better not mess with me and make little jokes. Have I been in a limo? No, but I'm big enough to say I'm big enough to admit it. I'm big enough to say I haven't been in a stretch limousine. It's my dream, and it's disappointing for me. But someday, I hope. You've been in a limo, Howard? Of course you have.
Of course I have. I've driven a limo, I've stolen a limo, and I've been a guest of honor in a couple limos. I was the one who rode with Princess Di. I was the driver.
Oh, that's bad canon, my friend. Did the driver survive?
I did.
Well, there we go. There you have it. She got incinerated. I mean, shit. You know, when I heard she died, and it's like, oh, you know, it's the paparazzi that killed her. Paparazzi. I'm like, oh shit, that fat guy who sings. Like, I was a teenager. I'm like, oh shit, like Pavarotti. Like, oh, that guy he's responsible. I'm like, they let that fucking Lardo like not be in jail. Like, what's wrong with him? You know? I just couldn't believe it.
I'm envisioning a really funny scene where there's just fat opera singing guys chasing down Princess Di in his car.
He's just taking photos, and it's Oh no! Good God!
Anyway,
we're never selling out London, are we?
We're never going to be going to Wembley Stadium.
Some 41 Derek Wembley Stadium.
That's right. They had SummerSlam 1992 there.
That's true, at Derek Wembley Stadium. That's right. It's where the Bulldog beat Brett.
Yeah, classic.
Coked up Bulldog.
And it beat a coked up Brett.
Yeah, hey, equally coked up Brett. That is for sure. And that's where Rocco, the little dummy of the Legion of Doom, also rode down in the hog.
Oh, I remember Rocco. He was a scary guy.
He was a scary guy. Hey, enemy of the show. He used to try to crawl into our king size bed. That little Rocco.
Yeah, we had a
dummy.
We had a big problem with ventriloquist dummies for a while between Rocco and that one from the Twilight Zone and
Jeff Dunham's
and the Goosebumps dummy too. They were all coming after us.
Yeah, we made a few enemies down the road, but you know what? We came to an agreement.
And now that's why we're the new Puppet Master.
We are the new Puppet Master. And this show is completely ventriloquist friendly, but this ain't your Nana's podcast, even if she has a bunch of little antique dummies and knickknacks. So this still ain't your Nana's podcast.
Listen.
I know a Cat Dishner. I haven't been in a limo, and stop making fun of me for such things.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you for standing up for me, man. I appreciate that.
I love you.
I love you too. This question's from Mace. Mace at Mace Twatter. Mason Betha? I don't know. But he's asking, what character from Entourage are you? Howard? I mean, you strike me as a Johnny Drama, but you also have all the answers like E.
But
and kind of like a Vincent Chase in looks.
But here's the thing, I'm a turtle.
You're a turtle in the sack.
I'm a turtle in the sack and a lady in the streets.
Oh, so you're a turtle.
Sure.
Because you're morbid obesity and then you became thin again.
Yep, that's about it.
That's about it. Well, Kelsey Grammer was in the Entourage film, FYI. So look
One of our most. He's the thinking man's John Lithgow.
He is the thinking man's John Lithgow. That's how he's been able to hold on to more of his hair.
Yeah.
So, bravo, Kelsey.
The harder you think, the more hair you have.
That's right. That's why Kelsey's a diehard conservative. You know?
That's right, and that's why Bernie Sanders is a bird brain.
Bald as shit. I would say I'm a Vinny Chase. I think I'm cut out for Hollywood. I have the same great hair. I've made sex probably as much as he has, if not more.
Probably more.
Probably more. He's done it on a boat. That's canon.
But how many times has he done it on a bare mattress?
That's right, on a bare mattress with no sheets whatsoever.
There's no question you got him beat there. You're 6 for 6 on a bare mattress.
6 for 6, that's right. That is right. Next question, Chris Murphy, C. Murphy 187. Is that
187 on an undercover cop.
He says, how far would you go to help a family member cover up a crime? Well,
that's an uncomfortable question, Chris Murphy 187. I'm not sure we should be advising you, Mr. Homicide, life on the streets.
This guy is a born and bred bully, tough guy.
Yeah.
Real roughneck.
Why don't you see what a tough guy you are and ask Chris Maloney or Ice-T this question?
Or Detective
the Bells. Detective Munch.
Detective Munch. Knocked out by Hulk Hogan, by the way.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, not Hogan.
I will never forgive Hogan for punching an officer of the law officer.
He tapped him. He got him in a front face lock, and he knocked him out.
That's uncalled for.
It's pretty fucked up. You seen it, right?
No, I haven't. But
You seriously haven't seen it?
No.
It was like a shortly lived talk show Richard Belzer had, and Hulk Hogan, he's like he was like making fun of wrestling for being fake, and Hulk Hogan was like, oh, I could put you in a hole or something, dude, and he puts him in a front face lock, and then he falls flat, and it's like, is he joking? What? And he comes back to life, and he sued him, dude. It's fuck Hogan for that one, man. I'll show it to you later.
That's typical Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he's always been a bit of a scoundrel.
Yeah, he did not like that. I would actually consider it anti-Semitic. That's a new buzzword, by the way.
Yeah, and we at Pillow Talk are closely monitoring Semitics.
Yeah, we are, and that whole situation with Lamar
Odom.
Lamar Odom Gooding. We're monitoring that, and
we're keeping an eye on it.
Our prayers are with her.
We can only hope there's a resolution for everybody.
That's right. That's a good way. That's a good way to close that off, man. Chris Murphy trying to get us to stumble, but we don't do that on Pillow Talk.
You can't get us canceled, Murphy.
Yeah, nice try.
You can't 187 our careers.
Ooh, nice. Shampoodler.
All right.
The guy who gave us the seal of approval, man. The seal of Shampoodler.
The man who said he would never listen to another podcast again.
Except for ours.
That's what I meant.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. No more. Hey, Doughboys, you lost out. We got the number one guy here. We got the number one. But what about number 2? Oh. How we killed my number 2?
How we do it?
That's not how we do it. No. Why'd you do it? You have covered up a crime. You killed my number 2.
We
Molten hot magma.
We didn't kill Rob Lowe, we killed Robert Wagner, and it was only because he threw Natalie Wood off a boat.
Yeah, you did do that. Yeah, okay. Good point. No problemo. I will go back to my underground lair. Don't kill anymore. Don't kill Seth Green. Rob Lowe, his career is gonna tank. Don't kill him. Don't kill him before the 4th.
What about, can we kill Frau Farbissen?
Which one's that?
She's the severe German.
No.
Did you notice that in NCIS LA, their old lady looks just like Frau Farbissen?
With a bob?
Yeah.
Yes, she arouses me, Howard. Okay, we're not jerking it here, Dr. Evil.
This is a family podcast.
He's getting aroused by the little lady from NCIS LA. That's the. I mean, more power to him, of course. You know, we are. What's her name? Government name?
I don't know. It's not Abby. It's the old.
I know
lady.
Happy is with Gibbs.
Abby is with
Bull.
Gibbs and Jethro.
That is Jethro Gibbs.
That's right, Jethro Gibbs.
Lieutenant.
There's Abby. There's Ziva or something, the Israeli chick, right?
Yeah. She's not innocent.
There's Ducky.
Gal Gadot. Ducky,
Yeah.
right? There's Ducky's the nerd, and then there's Bull from the show Bull.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bull, he'll get you off. He's that guy, the one in the Bull. He'll get you off. I guess he's an attorney in that show.
The Bulliverse.
The Bulliverse. We haven't explored the Bulliverse yet. The Rosolian Isles. I know he's an extension of the Rosolian Isles universe, and that's come to an end. But the Bulliverse, still strong.
What would happen if the Bull met the Mentalist?
You would have a battle of the mind. That's the sounds they would make. Battling brain power.
They would just stare at each other.
It's a game of human chess.
Yeah.
It's a game. You're talking to the 2 smartest guys, Bull and the Mentalist. You can predicts all your moves. He knows when you're lying.
Who blinks?
Who blinks first? I hope people know Bull. I hope that's a thing I could really riff on here.
I think
people know.
I think everybody knows Bull. Yeah.
People know Bull. I think people know
It's
the
a
Billboard.
huge hit.
It's a hit.
People are always clamoring for more Bull. They say, hey, Bull, let's get the Bull back. Get the Bull by the horns and stuff like that.
So when they say grab the Bull by the horns,
They're talking about Bull.
the CBS show.
Yeah, they say there's nothing more dangerous than a bull in a china shop because, as you know, China is one of the largest markets for entertainment, and they love bull in China.
That's true. They love Michael Weatherly.
It's the year of the bull.
That's right. Year of Michael Weatherly. Look him up. Dr. Jason Bull is his name on the show. He's a doctor too. Shit. The Mentalist might have a lot more. House better stay out of this one. Dr. House better stay home, Dr. House.
A new challenger approaches. It's Castle.
It's Castle. Oh, God. It's a lot of brain power here, folks.
Too much smartness going on.
Too much. You can see, that's how you know we're not well read, but we're well watched. So what's the difference here? So yeah, I'm glad now Kendall Mintcake brings up this episode is about family. We're a family. We're talking family issues.
We never answered the Shampoodler's question, by the
way. God damn it! I'm sorry. So his question is, which sitcom families would you most and least want to be stuck with in a Quiet Place scenario? So you've seen in a Quiet Place with Jim Halpert.
No, but I'm familiar with the conceit where you just got to shut your fucking mouth or a monster will get you.
You haven't seen A Quiet Place. You haven't seen Breaking Bad. You haven't seen The Office. I mean, Howard, you're reading too many books, I think.
Oh, that's true. I've been reading a lot of the Kelly Blue Book lately. I've just been seeing the price of every car in whatever condition you got, and I can't look away from it, Franklin.
I'm too concerned with making a big deal.
I gotta be honest with you. I think I got a problem. I'm putting down 10, 15 Kelly Blue Books a day.
So, okay, we understand the scenario. In A Quiet Place, which family? If you pick the Winslow family, we're going to be deemed racist. But they have a problem with Urkel. I wouldn't want Urkel tagging along in A Quiet Place.
Well, but Urkel isn't in the Winslow family.
I mean, he's extended family, man. I mean, he married Laura.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man, I mean,
Eventually
yeah.
he does, but that's
Eventually.
late. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
after Nerd Watch 97 when he got stuck in space.
I
It's a real
yeah.
thing.
I would most want to be stuck in Quiet Place with the Connor family.
Yeah.
Roseanne.
I mean,
Now she's a diplomatic woman. She knows how to speak in a way that can really smooth situations over. And I think that if anybody in the family did make a noise to alert the monsters, I think she could stand before them and rationally and very sensitively explain to them why they shouldn't devour all of us.
It's not like she would pull out a large bag of Lay's potato chips and just start munching her way in the middle of the woods.
Actually,
It's not very unlike her.
it just occurred to me that she might have some sort of insane anti-monster prejudice and cause a problem.
Yeah, she could be pretty racist towards the monsters.
Yeah.
So that might not be the best way, but you have to stick with
Oh,
it.
I stick with it.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. Man, this is very difficult to decide here. Man, I don't want to go with the Tanners because, I mean, let's face it. Well, you know what? Danny's very spick and span. He knows not to leave a trail behind. Yeah, you know what? I would go with the Tanners.
Uncle
And
Joey could never shut his mouth.
But you know what? If him and the woodchuck have to go, they're just a casualty.
That's
true. The woodchuck, again, we have an agreement with the woodchuck not to harass us either. He's part of the ventriloquist dummy pack we've made in 2007. It's kind of a ceasefire of sorts.
Yeah.
We can resolve things pretty well.
Yeah.
So I would go with the Tanners.
All right, yeah. I respect that answer. Who would you least want to be stuck with?
Ooh. Don't say Winslows. Don't say Winslows. Don't say Winslows. The Proud Family? No. No. I mean them.
Martin and Gina.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. You really have to say Martin. They're not even a family. They're just a couple, man. I mean, fuck. We're done.
Paul Walker and Vin Diesel aren't even a family either, but they are a family.
They are family in many regards.
They're just not a sitcom family because otherwise they'd be my number one pick.
Yeah, they'd be your number one pick. The least likely. Who is this like really loud then, huh? Like I don't know.
The loudest television maybe Malcolm in the Middle's family is pretty obnoxious.
You know what? Reese wouldn't be helpful. He think with a slingshot he could solve anything. So you know what? I wouldn't. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle, not the Proud Family. They're great. Big supporter.
We love for them. They might come up later in the show. Who knows?
They might come. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, now I can get to mint cake time. Kendall mint cake.
This is a new one on me.
Yeah.
Hi, Kendall mint cake.
Yeah, good guy. What sitcom family would you like to hear sing Sister Sledge, We Are Family? Now, this is an easy one. Step by step. You got Patrick Duffy. You got
Suzanne Summers.
You got John Luke, who was Balky in Perfect Strangers. He's extended family. You got Sasha Mitchell. Hello. You got some people who can sing. You got some people who can sing on that show. The Dana Burger. You got some singers. You know what? No, I take it back. The Winslows can actually sing.
That would be a great pick.
I would go with the Winslows. And that's not because they sing at church every Sunday. I don't even know if they go to church.
I would pick a certain show. I would pick the Seaver Family with Alan Thicke.
They harmonize.
Alan
They
Thicke
harmonize the theme song.
is one of the best musicians of all time.
His baby boy, too.
Joanna Kearns is a perfect 10, and Kirk Cameron is a man of the cloth.
That's right. And, I always like to believe they sung the theme song to the show for some reason because they would show their photos and like, oh man, that whole family sings that show. You know?
The facts of life. Oh, that was a
No,
different song.
no. They
But
don't
Alan
show me
Thicke
that
did.
Smile.
That's right. Alan Thicke wrote the Facts of Life theme song, though.
Oh shit, he did. That's
Yes.
a shoot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a shoot right
There's
there.
a
You know
shoot.
what? Rest in peace, Alan Thicke.
Rest in peace, Alan Thicke, friend of the show. I know he's looking down on his son and smiling.
He gave us his blessing when I said we're doing a podcast. He said, Franklin, that sounds like a tremendous idea. What's a podcast? And I explained to him. But, you know, I'm glad that Siskel and Ebert went around for podcasts. You know, I feel like they'd be very critical. And, you know what?
They'd probably
They're
say
gone now,
they
so
aren't
be it.
art.
They would be so critical, you know, of us. Nephews don't sleep in the same bed with their uncle.
This is so unrealistic.
Yeah, fuck Siskel and Ebert, man. Fuck them both at this point.
Yeah, enemies of the show, both.
We're getting Gene in there too. Gene, poor Gene.
Gene Shalit.
No, Gene Siskel.
Every movie critic is an enemy of the show unless they've made a movie themselves. Who are they
That's
to
right.
say anything?
Howard, we're gonna take a quick break.
I'm good with that.
This is the great Khali. Keep going, make video pillow talk, Franklin. Uncle Howard, it is not for nanas.
And we are back from break. Thank you for the kind words, whichever sweeper I decide to use, Grabowski or the great Kali.
Either
Friends
or,
of the show.
two legends.
Two legends. And speaking of jumping, Jim Teach asked, great guy, he asked, I say the Grabowski family is the greatest family in pro wrestling history. Well, it's a family of one. I mean, in pro wrestling, it's just Jumpin' Jim himself, right?
Yeah. Well, and his son Otis.
His son Otis, that's true, second generation, that's right. So you're dealing with Otis, a special lad in his own right.
Beautiful boy.
Beautiful boy, you know, I don't want to say he's well-spoken, but he's so strong.
Natural athlete.
Natural athlete, unparalleled strength. Otis, you know, if you watch WWE Raw people, look up Otis Dozovic, because that guy is Grabowski. You know, I don't know if they're the greatest family in pro wrestling history, but they're definitely, you know, they're up there. Because you know what? They're not crazy like the Harts. They didn't murder anybody like the Guerreros. I'd say they're up there. Howard?
I'd say the only people who could possibly be better are the Von Erichs because from Fritz Von Erich, we all learned how to raise a family.
Beautiful sentiment. Beautiful. You know, we don't hear much about them nowadays. It's because, you know what? Because there's no drama. You know?
There's nothing. They keep themselves out of the public eye. I mean, you haven't heard anything from Carrie in at least 35 years or so.
Yeah. Well done. Well done, you know?
Yeah.
Good guy.
Respect
Next
those
one.
boys.
Your son, Ship Pearl. Pipe Fitters Local 69. I love that that's his name. He says, Uncle Howard. Does Uncle Howard wave palm fronts at you and your sexual partner to cool you down while you have sex? No, he does it after we've made sex, which I've done 6 times. You know, I'm not bragging about it. He's done it afterwards, so we get a good cool down. He gets us a few Gatorade Ice, the blue flavor, the glacier mountains that provide us that fine Gatorade flavor.
From the
And he
Alps.
from the Alps. And you know what? And I never see the lady I'm with again, probably because, well, most people have sex. They only do it once with a person, and that's it. They don't see them afterwards.
You don't really see people go into the the Holocaust Museum a lot of times because it's such a powerful experience. One time is all you need.
Yeah. I mean, you go multiple times. It's just kind of ridiculous. You
Yeah.
know? So same thing as sex. And I should know I've done sex a lot, 6 times. You know, no joke. So it's a lot. And maybe I haven't been in a limo, but I've done sex 6 times. So that's not bad. Next question.
Yeah, good job.
Luke Stadel asks, okay, do you believe the Olive Garden is as family-friendly as their ad claims? I believe so. Well, I don't know. they threw you out for not getting unlimited. You wanted unlimited breadsticks, didn't you, Howard?
Yeah, I did. I wanted unlimited breadsticks, and they threw me out because they said there was a limit, and it was as many. I could only have as many breadsticks as I could eat at the time.
That's unfair.
I wanted unlimited breadsticks because I also want unlimited power.
You think it's up there with the Infinity Gauntlet, huh?
If you control the breadsticks, you control the universe.
You brought a few hefty bags with you, and you were very bummed out. That's all I recall. So no, they're not like a family, right? It's safe to say that.
No, go fuck off, Olive Garden. You're a Doughboys level restaurant.
Oh, fuck. It's mean. That is mean. All right, our last question. Our boy, Effervescent Siddhartha, at Croat DF. He asked, who has the closest tight-knit family? And I forgot to copy the poll, but I already answered that. It was like some mafia families and Hooters family.
Yeah.
And at Hooters, you do feel like your family. Like
Yeah.
That, come on. Like yeah.
I voted for Hooters. I know you voted for Hooters, and whoever else voted also voted for Hooters.
Yeah, I think it was like a 100% thing. I mean,
Yeah.
You go to Hooters, you know, I wrestle around with the girls sometimes, kind of like I wrestle around with you. You know, they don't care much for it, but because they're on the clock.
Well,
Otherwise
and they're not as good at wrestling as you and I are. They don't know all of the holds and counters.
I was talking to a Hooters waitress who didn't know who Jimmy Snuka was. You believe that? That's embarrassing.
I guess they'll hire anybody to work at Hooters nowadays.
Tell me about it. She didn't know who Superfly Jimmy Snuka was, and he jumped off the cage at Madison Square Garden.
Right on to Don Morocco.
Right on to Don Morocco, and Mick Foley was jerking off in the crowd somewhere.
Like there was no tomorrow.
Like there was no... Anyways, Howard, the theme for tonight's episode is family. Family matters. Family talks.
Family ties.
Family ties.
Manson family.
Family Guy.
Yeah, so many families.
So many
little
great
time.
That's right. So what's this episode all about, Howard?
Well, you and I are a family, of course. You are my beloved nephew, and I chose you to be my nephew in a lot of ways, even though I think maybe in more ways fate did and genetics did, and I think adoption played a factor into it too. But family is on everyone's mind more than ever because of how much families have become important to the world. And so I thought I would just kind of bounce some ideas off of you, some of the most famous families in all the land, and you could tell me which family you prefer, and if you want to justify your answer, that's great. And I thought maybe I could weigh in too, and just, we'll have a good time, just good uncle-nephew play date.
I am ready for anything you throw my way, just like I am anytime in the sack. When you want to throw some new moves my way, I'm ready for them as well.
Oh, you might not be ready for my next move. It's a go behind full Nelson.
Oh, well, I can't take the Master Lock Challenge, and I can win it too. So I want to see. So what do you have for me here?
The first family meetup I have is the all-American family, the Brady Bunch. Now, you might remember that's a story of a lovely lady who was raising 3 lovely girls all by her own. And then she met Mike Brady and his creep sons. And they would be taking on maybe the most famous space family of all, the Skywalkers.
Oh, fuck. That's big. Now, okay. So Mike Brady, he passed away due to the AIDS. Is that right?
I know Darren from Bewitched did, so sure.
I think Mike Brady might have been,
HIV positive, as Pedro Zamora used to say.
Yes, as Pedro Zamora. I haven't heard much about him lately. So you're asking, so the Skywalkers, you have Uncle Owen. Is he part of the Skywalkers?
Of course he is, as is Aunt Beru.
Aunt Beru, the late Aunt Beru, by the way.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah, she's been caught and compromised as well.
Most of them were.
Yeah, it's amazing how many Star Wars people have been caught and compromised to a permanent end.
They were
It's
all
very
members
strange.
of Al Qaeda.
I remember watching Jay Leno once, and somebody said, "Oh, the Al Qaeda," and I was like, "Yeah, Al Qaeda. That's a new one." So now the Brady's, you have what's her name? Jan.
You got Jan. She's always complaining because of Marsha.
But she has the precision throw with the football.
Yeah,
right?
she can
She
really.
broke the nose.
Yeah, she smashed Marsha right in the fucking face. And
So
then
if
you've
she does
got.
it to Luke, he's done.
Yeah, he can't take that. And you've got little Cindy because she's just a tiny little tot.
She's a tiny tot, but look at what?
The
I looked at a
youngest
photo of her
one in
She-
curls.
today. I looked at a photo of her today, and she looks old as shit.
That's
How do you explain that? She was a baby on the show. Now today she's old as shit.
that's the movie magic.
You know what? I'm not that smart about that.
That's Tinseltown right there.
The Bradys had a dog who passed away, and they never really acknowledged that. That always kind of bothered me, and it made me jump to some conclusions that perhaps they're not as clean cut as one would think. And I would put the Skywalkers at a disadvantage. If we're talking Skywalkers, we're talking Anakin, old Anakin, not young Anakin. So we're talking a frail, I'm so weak. I know it's Palpatine, but it's still the same premise.
Yeah.
He was just kind of very white.
Yeah.
I mean, why did James Earl Jones do reverse blackface for that movie at the end?
I can't believe we haven't canceled James Earl Jones yet for this.
Yeah, for that, I mean, wow, all those bottles, huh, Howard?
I'm just throwing bottles around like they're nothing.
I know Always Sunny brought it up, but I always thought James Earl Jones really just crossed the line that he can't come back from. He can't come back from looking like a bald white man, and now he looks old himself.
It's
Joke's on him.
a real problem. So you're taking the Bradys over these
I am
clowns.
taking the Bradys over the Skywalkers. I am taking it. Really, Luke's the only one who got a little hardened, and even then, he became old.
What about Leia?
Shit! Look at that curveball. I thought Bail Organa raised her, making her more her father, but she is a Skywalker herself.
She
how
can
about the guy?
fly around in space.
That's true. How about the guy? The other guy, Lars from Attack of the Clones, who was in the wheelchair. Remember him?
Oh, that's right.
That's
is
right.
Yes.
He seems like a gritty guy.
He
lost
he's
his legs.
been in it's just like Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. So no, the pick is still the Bradys. We don't know what happened to the dog. The dad has, he's HIV positive like Pedro Zamora, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Wish he would return my calls.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from him forever.
Pick up the phone, Pedro.
Pedro, we're all real world fans here, man. Do a challenge. Do one of the challenges already, Pedro.
He
Come
thinks
on.
he thinks he's above it.
You know what? The ego sometimes. The ego
That's-
of that real.
They
it's
go
really
Hollywood, and next thing you know, it's like you never knew him.
That's right. So that's my pick, Howard. You got any more?
I
I'm sure
do.
you got a bunch more. Yeah.
How about Indiana Jones and his son Shia LaBeouf
Of course. Duh. And the mom.
versus the Proud Family?
That's right. The Proud Family. I love the Proud Family. I mean, nothing but respect. Now, you see, this is where I would normally pick the Proud Family. You know me. I love them. I respect them. I watched every episode.
I honored them
problem-
all last month.
That's right. Fuck. God damn it. Well, Indiana Jones and Shia LaBeouf have a pact with the aliens, Howard. You know this.
That's true.
At the end of the Crystal Skull, what does that alien do? He's, thank you, Indy. And they flew off into space. But I'm sure they have a pact. They have alliances with those aliens from the
But-
Crystal Skull.
The Proud Family can alter the nature of reality itself.
Do
For
they have the
example,
reality gem?
one time the dad turned into a helicopter and flew away.
God damn. Yeah, I didn't, they have those abilities. I wasn't that familiar with their abilities.
Each
But
member,
the dad,
Each member of the Proud family is representative of a different infinity gem.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. I know Bobby's World only had one Infinity Stone, and
Life
It was
with
held by the
Louis
creepy
had
uncle.
another.
that's true. Like when Louis had another. That's how he had an infinite youth. He had an Infinity Stone.
And if anybody has Louis Anderson's real life infinity gems, please DM them to us.
I almost want to dedicate a whole episode to those nude photos of Louis Anderson. I want to dedicate a whole episode to
I
that
would
one day.
love to as well. We will.
We would. I mean, it really, there's not much. I want nude photos of Louis Anderson, and some Vegas stripper got them.
I will also
Really
take
dumb.
Mitch McConnell's nudes.
All right, or Mike Mitchell's nudes.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
Mike Mitch McConnell. That makes him more favorable in my eyes.
Yeah, at least he'd be half a patriot that way.
God. Well, he went to the Super Bowl though.
Oh,
For
well,
him.
yeah, God bless. I hope
God
you
bless.
enjoyed your blood money NFL tickets, Mike Mitchell.
Jesus.
Enemy of the show.
No. We're gonna get like complaints.
Nah, whatever. He's cool.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna get. Hey guys, you guys are being too much of renegades lately.
You guys are going off the script.
Hey guys. Yeah.
I
no.
respect you, Booker Man.
I respect. Yeah, the man with the pencil controls everything. So no, my pick is it's not the Proud family. I'm sorry. I can't side with the Proud family.
Because also Indiana Jones's wife is, or I guess baby mama is the girl who outdrank the Tibetans.
She outdrank them, and Shia LaBeouf got in a fight with a bunch of greasers.
That's
and
right.
And they played, "You ain't nothing but a hound dog," and they're just like fighting out there, and it's like, gosh, Shia,
Now that movie is cool.
that is a cool ass movie. I don't know why people didn't like it.
Oh, it was unrealistic when he survives the atomic bomb in a refrigerator. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot how realistic it was when the Kali Ma guy pulls a guy's heart out of his chest and it sets on fire. That's really realistic. I'm sorry. Oh, it didn't keep up with the fucking holy ark that melts Nazis' faces. Yeah, aliens are really, really hard to believe. That I can't buy aliens.
Man, Howard, you're dragging them, and I love it. I love it. I'm
I
glad.
liked the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I thought it was fun.
Yes, so did I. I even saw Cowboys versus Aliens, and I didn't really understand that movie, but I liked it too. for the
I
most part.
liked it too because I like anything where there's like past times but future technology.
Damn, yeah, that's
That-
why I love Days of Future Past.
That's why I'm a foremost steampunk of all time. Okay,
That could get us canceled.
now I've got two final ones, and these are both really hard.
Got some barn burners, all right.
Yeah, there is no family that it might be more hashtag iconic than the Fast and Furious family.
Dude, Han, Paul Walker, Nico,
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Oh my God.
But what if they take on Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers?
Oh man. Okay. I mean, the government seeks out, but the government seeks out the Fast and Furious family. Meanwhile, the government's like, you know what, Avengers, we could take you or leave you. We're not crazy about you.
They don't kiss the Avengers' ass.
No, they're like, look, Avengers, here are the Sokovia Accords. You should sign these because you have restrictions and you do a bad job. Dominic Toretto has free reign to do what he wants.
The Avengers are always fighting with each other. But
you know
you
what?
never see Dom fight with Paul Walker.
Never, except in the beginning.
Except in the beginning because they didn't know that they were friends.
They didn't know. Come on. So the Avengers, they got all this equipment, right? They got all this stuff, and they barely get the job done, despite having, millions of dollars funded towards them, super serum. Dom Toretto and Brian drove a car through 3 buildings. And I remember that Sheik was like, he's like, how can you drive my car to 2 buildings? actually it was 3. Oh, 2's okay. You know.
Yeah.
Like he was pissed about
There's
that.
nothing sadder than a beast that's kept in a cage.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, but they do have a Hulk. They
Yeah.
do have a Hulk. That's the problem. They have a beast in the cage.
Well,
That's the
I
Hulk.
think some of it is the New Yorkers are LA guys, and Fast and Furious are, or New Yorker, or yeah.
Opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Avengers
are New York
Yorkers.
guys, and Fast and Furious are LA guys.
Oh man.
They're natural
Tales of his
enemies. Biggie
They
and
are.
Pac.
That's right. That's right. Neville.
Neville. The man
That's
who
right.
gravity forgot.
That's right. He hated that little British white guy, man, the cruiserweight champ. He hated him.
His ears are so big and his nose is big, he looks like a goblin.
He does look like a goblin, but I mean,
But a good
heart.
guy, friend of the show.
friend of the show. Why not?
Sure.
So I'm torn on this. If you have the Fast and the Furious family, you know, it's an extensive family, and so are they. You have the Ant-Man. You know, they have so much leaning towards them in terms of funding and whatnot. The Fast and the Furious family has heart, though. They have heart. They would do anything for one another, and they have Jason Statham now, so that's a big one.
They have Kurt Russell.
They have Kurt Russell. The Avengers have Michael Douglas, which we don't talk about. And Michael Douglas is a weak link. He's too old.
He's too
He's
old.
too old to be an Avenger. Why is he wearing the Ant-Man suit in Ant-Man and the Wasp? He's very old. And you know what? He got sick from eating, from going down on a woman.
He
He got too weak from that.
Yeah, that's true. He is the weak link. He's but Han was a weak link too cuz he got exploded in Tokyo.
That's not a weak link. He just he got killed.
There's nothing weaker than a dead person.
That is true. But you know what? Michael Douglas being alive, I mean, he's barely alive in his own right
He's
right now.
just hanging in there.
He's just hanging in there. It's fucking a miracle he's alive. If you're forcing me to pick, I have to be realistic here, Howard. I have to be realistic. They have all the government funding. I mean, all the Fast and Furious has is the God's eye and know-how. I reluctantly have to pick the Avengers. I didn't want to do it.
Imagine if Ramsey joined S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ramsey, the iconic character we all know and love, who's a great hacker, just like Ludacris became a great hacker.
Yeah.
After
Everyone
just being a grease monkey, you know, that's what they call them in the. Okay, don't want to elaborate. That's what Joe Putty was called in Seinfeld. That's why I said that.
that's oh, he was a good man.
Joe Putty.
Yeah, fan of the show. Oh, and then so you have the Avengers winning, who are New York
Yes.
guys. So then my question is, what powerful New York family would win to control the 5 boroughs? Which I might remind you are Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and the Bronx.
Thank you for telling me the 5 boroughs, which I already know, but maybe others didn't. I appreciate that. I mean, there's some great New York families. You got the Bixen spans, you know?
You got Woody Allen and his wife. But
That's true.
the most powerful families in New York have to be the Gaudis and
That's
the
right.
Trumps.
Oh, what about the Gambino crime family?
Oh, the Gambino crime family and the Fantastic Four.
That the Fantastic Four, the biggest crime syndicate there is. There's a stretchy guy, the Rock Man.
What could
No.
you could never stop Mr. Fantastic from robbing a bank because he would just reach his arm in from a mile away.
And grab that sack.
Yep, with a big dollar sign on it.
The big dollar sign on it. That's, you know, you've been in a few banks. You know how they operate. They get the money, they put them in the sack, and they just get the dollar sign right on it.
Just toss it in the vault.
That's how that's
How
that's
many
how it
bags
works.
of money are in the vault right now, Stevenson? 147, sir. Well, good job. We can close up for the day.
That's how the banks work, my
Yeah.
friend. It's a very primitive system, you know.
But it
I don't
works.
quite understand. but it works. They do a good job.
Not according to Jack Allison, but trust me, they do.
He's anti-bank.
I mean, it seems like he would be.
He seems like he wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think he was like, I love the banks.
Yeah.
They're great. Yeah.
I guess.
Odd tweet from him.
I guess what the silence is deafening regarding Jack Allison's bank
Take on
opinions.
banks?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he big bank again? You know, he's close with not necessarily that close to the Doughboys, but you know, I'm not saying he's a Halliburton guy, but you know, if the banks throw him a few sacks of dollar signs, you know, those big sacks with the dollar sign on them, maybe he stays quiet and doesn't go after them.
Yeah, it looks like the only two people that he swears allegiance to are Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Actually, Jack's supposed to help us get with Twitch soon and like figure that out.
Good man, friend of the show.
Not pro bank.
No, the
Not
man
pro
hates
bank.
banks unless he doesn't.
Unless he does it right.
Yeah.
Right. That's for sure. So this has been a great. I mean, you created quite not necessarily a bracketology, but I mean, I really had to think about these, Howard. These were really tough questions. Maybe complex. I have to say.
Well,
hats off to you.
This is a thinking man's podcast, so it makes sense.
No, I mean, if you want to talk about if the fries were good or not, okay. Listen
Yeah.
to the other guys. We won't say their names. Listen to the other guys. If you want to know the fries were good at this place, at this restaurant, this vegan restaurant, who cares?
You know,
nerds.
You know what? Let's not even talk about it. Let's not give those guys any publicity anymore.
You know what? From here on, no, we can't do that.
No.
They're easy to dunk on, man. You're telling me not to dunk. You're telling Sean Kemp not to dunk. What's the saddest thing, Howard, that you just said? What is the saddest thing? A beast in its cage.
Yeah, that's true. That is the saddest
true.
thing.
That is the saddest thing out there.
Let's redouble our efforts to destroy the Doughboys once and forever.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let's get in contact with the Blue Ribbon Podcasting Award Committee, who are probably too busy watching E-Bombs videos.
Yeah.
But let's get in contact with them and expose the Doughboys for what they are. Two roughnecks. A couple bullies.
A couple no good nicks.
No good nicks. Anyways, Howard.
Yes, sir.
We already did the intro. I love doing the plugs at the end.
Yeah, let's do them. Let's just do them at the end from now on.
Let's do them at the end.
What's our
Colt
problem?
Cabana does it that way.
And there's no one better than Colt Cabana.
I'm at BugTV Franklin on Twitter.
I'm at Miata Guy for you, also on Twitter. We're also at Pillow Talk PCast.
That's right. I never use that at all.
I forget, but we should do better.
We should do better. Let's hold ourselves accountable on there. Let's not like too many photos of models and whatnot. But you know what? That's good because we've been blocked by some models, and now they have a whole new account to try to block us on. That's a fresh start.
Yeah, we've got some new start ahead of us. That's good.
And you know what, Howard? I want to tell you one thing. Normally we tell this to the fans, but for you not giving me $50 for those trashed Vixen nudes, I have one thing to say to you. Go fuck yourself.
Oh!